Henry McClure Live. So, to those of you that think I'm picking on Kevin Cook, and it's not sour grapes because I lost to him. He ran a fair and square race. I mean, as far as the public, I don't, you're not going to pull anything over on Andrew Howell or the election commission. And, but who knows what he said behind my back? I don't know. I don't dislike Kevin as a human and a Christian, but I don't like Kevin's politics. I do not like his politics. And, but he motivated me to get into politics because after discussing Lawrence Bay with him personally, I get an email from Jim Klossman saying that I'm going behind his back and saying disparaging things about Lawrence Bay. Well, there's a lot of problems with Lawrence Bay. And how is it going behind his back if I'm talking to an elected official? Kevin's my council person or county commissioner. I live in his district. Okay? I live in the heart of District 2. But if you really look at Kevin under a microscope, let's talk about him when he was a public defender. And the head guy now over at municipal court, where Kevin held court, his wife's a lawyer, nice person. So Kevin hired her to be an attorney with Rich Eckert, and let's just say it was all merit-based. And it was just coincidental that he hired one of the judge's wife. Let's just say that was a coincidence. Because, things like coincidences like that are what run Shawnee County. It's like you take a look at people that sit on boards and, how many of them have little breadcrumb trails back to the Chamber of Commerce or go to Topeka, or all the other NGOs that the Greater Topeka Partnership manage. So, and then this was completely coincidental because there's just no way it would have been contrived. Kevin Cook decides to make her the lawyer who now is working for Rich Eckert. And I'm surprised Rich needs help because that dude's like the smartest guy in Shawnee County, bar none. He's basically the fourth county commissioner. And so then all of a sudden, out of the blue, the same lawyer becomes the head of planning over at the Shawnee County Planning Department. She doesn't have any experience in planning or development, but she's a lawyer. But just like Kevin and Rich Eckert, if you've got a law degree, well, you could do anything. Except today, he couldn't even make a motion. Hey, if I wanted to make a motion today, how would you word it? And that's okay. That's the first bit of honesty I've ever seen out of the guy. It is what it is, right, Kevin? It is what it is. So these coincidences that I talked to him about Lawrence Bay and then just completely out of the blue, because, maybe it was telepathy. Klossman might have telepathy. But within 15, 20 minutes, I get an email from Klossman saying I've been talking behind his back. Well, the only guy I've been talking to that day about it was my elected official. So if you think I'm picking on Kevin Cook, absolutely. Yes, I am. I hope that somebody runs against him and we get him thrown off the Board of County Commissioners. But that's the way it works. That's the way it works. You get to have, and if you don't agree with me, that's America. Just don't go get your rifle. But you are silenced. You are silenced in Topeka, Kansas. You are silenced. They have, Go Topeka has acted as commercial real estate brokers since I've been back, since the start of Go Topeka, since Doug Kinziger was running it. Think about it today. All the leads that come in and may want economic development, they go to Topeka and not the open market. You know, we hear about some of it, but they have land. They have land that the taxpayers they've had land that aren't paying taxes for 22, 23 years. And Jetto could have solved that whole thing. Jetto meets every quarter, and this goes clear back to when the original sales tax was approved. So if you ask me, Go Topeka is killing me and my business. That's the way I feel. I truly feel that. But you guys that have nice jobs and great jobs, that was your choice. And I'm out here living on a commission basis. So, you know, I picked the way I wanted to go, but I didn't, and I don't think it's in the best interest of the taxpayers to allow Go Topeka to go on the way they're going on. I mean, let's do a deep dive into, well, who's got the money? And at the end of the day, are they members of Go Topeka? Then on top of this, the Stephanie Moran doesn't want to give me the vote count. So I can't go to the board meeting. I'm not invited to sit in there and see who votes. But she wants to rely on my core request, saying it's only 68% of the people voted for it. But we shouldn't be giving $9.5 million to Cody Foster. Nope, shouldn't be doing it. And I want to publish the names of the people as a responsible citizen of who gave that money to him. You can't go, you know, it's like the Illuminati. You know, they're up there deciding our future, and they have for years. Let's look at the millions upon millions upon millions of dollars that we've been taxed. And the whole beginning of this thing was to broaden the tax base and increase the population. Well, just on that alone, we pivot. We got to do something different. Just think, if we put more money into the streets of our town, every small business has a better shot. Do you think there are people that don't come to Topeka because the roads suck? I mean, just as much as it's a coincidence that Kevin Cook would hire the judge's wife. But so let's start connecting the dots. So if we put more money into the streets, every small business in Shawnee County has got a better shot at doing more business because they know, you know, maybe some of them just stay in Holton or Wabunsee and, oh man, I don't want to. Last time I went into that town, I had to get a front end alignment. I popped a tire. You know, this stuff happens. Every real estate agent in the city of Topeka would have a better shot at doing more business if we had better roads. And if you just take away all the money from Go Topeka and let the chamber fund it. Here's something somebody brought up to me the other day, kind of slapping me around. Look at Research, look at Security Benefit, look at any company that got money that has a foundation. Well, if they've got a foundation and can save money for charity, you know, charity starts at home. You got to figure out your own path. Think about it. Think about the billions of dollars that Research did. And it's like my friend Jim. At 98 million in sales out of Midwest Health. He's doing okay. But he shouldn't be blocking Chuck Doltmeyer from doing business. So if you think I'm picking on Cook a little too much, yeah, I am. And I can't wait to see him go on down the road. I do. It's like my opponent in the League of Municipalities. There's an inherent conflict of interest. So do you want a guy that wants smaller government or a guy that thinks government's the answer? That's what it's going to come down to. And I want a smaller government. I can't believe we've got to listen to budget concerns in a town like Topeka, and they're the exact same issues. We got 3 guys trying to solve it here and 10 guys here. Put them all together. They don't have the experience. They're not the right people, because look at the state of the state. So let's get some more people out there, good young people, or old people. Let's just get people that want to be involved. This is why the Citizens Commission, let us start deciding, the citizens, of what our community is going to look like, and not just in the secret meetings of Go Topeka. I made my point.